What's up, YouTube? This is Third Battalion from 8-Bit Co-op, and I want to thank you for joining me today. My kids went to school today. It's the first day of school, so I'm at the house by myself. Sad. And, anyways, hold on just a second. I gotta turn on my fan because it got quite warm up in this piece, in this beezy. Alright, so today I'm going to do a little class tutorial. Well, not really a tutorial video. Okay, this weekend, my wife and I were playing, and we were doing, PvP and everything. Well, I was running around. My wife was off doing something else. I was running around my other warrior priest, and I was blowing up SCs. And I got asked. It was actually it made me feel kind of good. There's several people like, man, how are you? You are killing it out here in SCs. How are you so good? And they're asking me what I do to play, and they're, oh, well, what class should we be, and all this stuff. It was the lower level ones. What happened was I was running on my lower level warrior priest, and I was getting like second or third highest DPS, and on several of them I topped healing. I had one I did like 22,000 damage and like 4,700 healing. On a Gromgul's crossing, so yeah, I was blowing it up. Anyways, so I had people asking me, what's my secrets and my tips. It made me feel pretty good because I normally don't, a lot of people say, oh, you're good. I don't ever get asked, how or what I'm doing up until recently. So I noticed this has been happening a lot. So I broke down and told everybody, I was telling people, yeah, a lot of it's like my add-ons, nerf buttons, and just knowing my rotations and everything. But what I wanted to go over today was classes. There's a lot of new people playing this game, and they're confused as to what class they're playing, what class they want to play. I always tell them, play what you're comfortable with. Oh, we want to be a heal, but we want to do this and want to do that, or we like to tank, but we also want to do damage. So, I give them, okay, well, I suggest you do that, do this, or one this, that, or the other. So I decided I was gonna go ahead and just do a video, put it out there. If people watch it, they watch it. If not, you don't got to. But I don't know much about any of the classes except warrior priest. You see, I got 3 warrior priests. When I was live, I had 2 warrior priests in game. This, I had a pure spec, and then I had hybrid DPS. Now on this one, I have this. This is going to be my pure healer. This is going to be my main DPS, and this is going to be my hybrid DPS. But really, a hybrid DPS is more of a supporty role. She can stand back and heal because she's going to be going down the healing line as well as the grace line. She can step up and do damage and be frontline fighter if she needs to. But I'm going to tell you what I can about the other classes. But this, I know warrior priest. I know warrior priest. I love them. I play them all the time. There's proof. I got 240 warrior priest. So all right. So a lot of people ask, they want to play healers. But we're going to start with healers because that's the class that I know. But we're going to start with Rune Priest. So you see here, I have 2 Rune Priests that I play, and oh man, these frame rates are killing me today. Anyways, I have 2 Rune Priests to play. Now, Rune Priests are great. They're fantastic burst healers. Not much in the AoE department, but if you want to be able to just, they're the best on the move healers. They have so many heals in their repertoire. Let's go ahead and click on this one, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Go ahead and click play. I learned to click the proper buttons, but it's weird with the kids going to school today. And the bus traffic, it's been, the whole summer I haven't been having to worry about the bus traffic in the morning, and now we got bus traffic. I was like, oh, I forgot how much I hate this. There's, there's a military base in either direction from where I live. So, I turned all the graphic settings down in hopes that it'll fix the frame rate for my fraps, and it doesn't, which is odd. Huh. Okay, well, let's see here. Video. Hey, if it's not fixing the frame rate, I want to go back to Oh Shiny and at least have it look pretty. It can run slow and look beautiful. Ah, there you go. Still, see, I'm still getting 25, So anyways, so let's go over her. Do I have, hold on just a second. Yeah, so I have her set up with nerf buttons. So this is what I'm talking about. She has really, really good healing. You know, it's really, really bursty, and it's very mobile. I can cast it. I mean, Archmage does it too, but I think when it comes to healing, you know, pound for pound, single target, this is gonna be the best class. Archmage has a lot of hots, and Archmage is great because they have that damaging ability, transfer essence. They have a lot of, you know, damaging abilities that give health back. But this class, for those who want to just be that back line, stand back there and just focus on nothing but healing, single target, this is the class to play. I don't have her in game, so I do not have all the abilities. However, I think I am spec for, yeah, I am specing it. This class is the immediate and direct effects. These are the long durations. These are the hots, and she does get hots, but I mean they're not. All the healing classes get hot, but there aren't her main focus. You can spec into them, and I remember I had a Rune Priest, I think 32 on live, and I was never really too impressed with the hots, but this is the healer that you want to be if you want to go straight for that straight up healing. I have a point. I'm gonna go ahead and spin that. And why is my willpower so low? Oh, that's weapon skill. Ugh. Okay, why am I not knowing how to read? Alright, so log out. So Rune Priest is great for single target healing for that backline burst. When you want to just sit back and I mean if just sitting back and like in World of Warcraft you just want to play that priest where you just sit back and just throw heals and that's your only job is keeping people up and you don't want to fiddle with having to worry about doing damage. This is the class to play, hands down. This is the class you're gonna have the most fun with. You're gonna be the most successful with this one. Next we'll go to the Archmage. No, I'm in Shadowlands. Are my characters in Shadowlands? Huh. We was rocking. Oh my god, we was smashing so many mouths yesterday. I mean, we were spinning chin bones back. It was nasty yesterday. Oh, PvP was off the chain. Man, I'm so glad that this game is getting second win. It's getting you know reborn as the new life that's coming in this game. It's just amazing because this is you know one of my top 3 favorite games by far, and it always will be. Just because I mean I love games like this. I feel like even though like you can't really super customize your character like in some other games, my Archmage can be a little different from other people's Archmage because I rarely do the cookie cutter build. You know, I may be like, oh, I want to go down here, but what was wrong? Yeah, I think I was doing I switched to DPS, but I may go. I think I was going to go to Scattered Winds, and then I was going to pick something from here and then do the rest here, just because that's just my playstyle. But this class here has these transfer essence, these abilities right here. Oh crap. Okay, you know what? It's easier because I think I'm too high for all this stuff. All right, so you have no, that's Radiant Gaze. Where is it? Transfer. Okay, transfer force. This is a damage that you get health back every 20 well for 24 seconds. Every time this ticks, you get 150% health back from the damage from the tick. Balance essence. This is whenever you damage, you get 150 health back for the damage that you deal. So that's what I have to spend on one. I mean, you could just target someone, throw a couple hots on them, and then you know just start blasting away at you know one of them Destro scum and have your defensive target constantly being healed while you're doing damage. This is great for those who want to do more, who don't want to get into melee, who want to be able to do some serious casting damage. However, you want to be able to heal as well. This is the perfect healing class for you because it allows you to do that. You can step back, and you can, and you have to play this balance game with the way your tranquility works. So you kind of want to do that anyways. You kind of want to damage because the more damage you do, the better your healing is. So I'll throw a couple damaging spells on here and see if I can raise this up high enough to where I can insta-cast. Once that hits 5, I can insta-cast my Boon of Haste, and that is my big. Oh, wow, I never killed one of those. Oh, go me. This is my big heal, and it's a fragile spell, but with 5 Tranquility, it makes it an instant cast spell. Now you see, once I heal, these spells now are going up. The balance is shifted into DPS, so it increases the damage and reduces the cast time of my damaging spells. So if you want to be that type of caster where you can do damage, you want to be a wizard or a mage, but you also want to be able to heal yourself and heal others, and fill a dual purpose role in a group. This would be the class for you to play. This is a great healing class. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I really am. And it is a stiff learning curve because I'm not a caster. I've never been a caster. I don't like casters. But this one, I got chased, and I think I recorded the footage. I got chased by a witch elf and a squig herder, excuse me, and I was able to kill both of them, kite them, and kill both of them. And both of them, well, the squig herder was 14, and the witch elf was 19, and I survived. So their survivability is ridiculous. They're like shaman. This is the mirror to the shaman class. Freaking ridiculous as far as survivability goes. It's almost yesterday. You'll see in the video where 6 or 7 people were hitting the shaman, and the shaman was kiting all of us. And fortunately, he ran into a witch hunter who got the drop on him, and we were able to catch him and kill him. But I mean, it was just ridiculous how powerful, how hard to kill they are. Oh, that horse is awesome. Anyways, on to Warrior Priest. This is my bread and butter. So, Warrior Priest. This is the class that you want to play if you want to do group healing. If you want to heal mass amounts of people, and be able to just be that bastion of light and hope and all that stuff. This is the class because you have some great group healing. In SCs, I run SCs with this character. I am always, and I'm not talking trash. Everyone that I've been in out of the past 6 or 7, I've topped DPS for either side by a ridiculous margin. Just this one though, out of all the healing classes, I'll say this. This is probably the hardest one to master because the Archmage, you can just sit back and heal, and never attack. You can do that. And only thing you have to manage is your action points. Well, they get an ability where they steal action points that makes them, just a heal battery where you never run. A good Archmage can never run out of action points, constantly stay in battle, just like the Shaman. Rune Priest, you got to watch your action points, but your heals are so powerful and so bursty that, I mean, you don't. I never really sit in, late game. Early game I did, and unless somebody's getting focused on, I never really sat and spammed heals on my Rune Priest. But because my heals were so large, and I had, they have a really good shield, damage shield. But because my heals were so large, I didn't really have too many problems with my action points unless things got crazy. Well, this class, completely different. Because you have to worry about action points and Righteous Fury, which is kind of messed up. But the trade-off for that is you get some tremendous heals. Now, this is what I have set up on my, what is this called? Nerf buttons. And see, this is I can spam. This is my single target heal. I can just spam this. You look at my action points; they don't really go down that much. This is a really good. I can spam keep somebody alive just constantly, and unless they are constantly getting vexed. I do have vex in my rotation. I want to show you guys this really quick. I know this isn't a Nerf button video, but I want to show you this. Oh snap! Why do I not have that in there? Okay, well, I'll set it up now. Or this is my, yeah, okay. So, what I did the other day was, oh yeah, okay. So I was playing with this character and I was trying something. And what I did was, I put my Purify on my bar here, and I made it so that uh, I can't remember the exact condition that I needed to make it so that I targeted myself whenever I was cursed. Well, anyways, what happened was I was fiddling around with my Nerf buttons, and I decided I wanted to see if I can just make a really good single button. Just I'm just gonna press this one button, and just 98% of the time I just use this one button. So what I did was I set up all my attacks. You know, I did my DP, my damage rotation, and in here I had purge, and I had healing hands, so that I would just press this button, and it was all. And when I used this, it just targeted me. So what happened was, every time I would attack, I could just press one button. Whenever I got attacked, or I got a hex put on me or something, in the middle of fighting, he'd automatically just throw the heal up on him, or throw the purge on him, get rid of it, and keep attacking. And then every 15 seconds, he'd throw healing hands because that's the cooldown. And it was working great, but the problem was I had it. I think I had it set up incorrectly because I wasn't making it through my rotation all the way. So basically, I would get castigation, weight of guilt, and then it would throw like healing hands, and then if I got hexed, I'd get purged, and then I'd go back. It would go back to castigation, and I didn't set the timing up on it properly. So I was gonna fiddle around with that. I got tired and just was like, yeah, screw it. I'm not gonna deal with it right now. But a lot of people will hate on. They're gonna hate on you for doing that. I've had people like, oh, that's cheese mode, and oh, that's an I win button, and you ain't got no skills. I'm like, well, how do you figure I don't got no skills? It's the rotation I would normally use anyways. I've got videos long before I use Nerf buttons where you see me clicking and you'll see them, and I do the same rotation. All I did was just put it on one button. That's all I did. That's all it is. And I don't understand this outcry of Nerf buttons and how the people don't like Nerf buttons because it makes well, all it does is just it clears up your UI. I've never liked millions of buttons. I've never liked it. Well, Nerf buttons allow me to consolidate a lot of my stuff, so why not use it? They give us the option to use it. I'm gonna use it. Anyways, so this class right here, as far as healing goes, hands down, I think is the best. Um, that's my opinion. As far as group healing, though, it's fact. It's the best. As far as group healing goes, it's the best. There's no getting around that. However, because you have to manage Righteous Fury, and you can get focused a lot, and this spell, Martyr's man, words, man, tongue trying to jump out my mouth right now. Martyr's Blessing is fantastic. It's a great heal, heals a whole lot, but you gotta be mindful when you use it because when you're in combat, you don't gain Righteous Fury this quickly. Like this one, I can actually in combat pretty reliably spam this. I just have to take maybe 2-3 second break and let one tick of my Righteous Fury go up, and that's normally what I wait because that will normally give you a tick of action points. But I can normally spam this every 4 or 5 times. Wait a second, let one tick go up, and then get back to spamming it again without running out of Righteous Fury or action points. But when things get chaotic, when shit hits the fan, and I'm sitting there and I'm doing this, and then I'm going in and I'm using my AoE heals, you will burn action points really fast. You will burn through Righteous Fury. That's the only downside. Once you get Righteous Fury, you either gotta wait or you use Supplication, and people love, especially witch elves, they love to wait for warrior priests to start doing supplication because that means they're out of resource. They can't heal or do anything. They can't even repent. So you gotta watch yourself when you use. I found silence on here. I don't know why it's on here. It's in my rotation. Anyways, you gotta watch when you do that. That's the only downside to this healing class is you have the two mechanics to watch. But people love warrior priest. And I've seen, two warrior. I've been in groups where, two warrior priests have sat behind a wall and just sat there and just spammed AOE heals, and had outside a keep door. On the other side of the keep door, our guys are fighting them off the ram, and because we're just sitting here spamming the heals. They're getting the heals through the door, and they're staying alive, and we don't have to target them, and it's hitting everybody in the group. I've had groups set up specifically around warrior priests so that they can do that, where they had, okay, we're gonna have, you know, two tanks, two warrior priests, and like two slayers, and melee train, do like a huge melee train, and well, I do a group melee train, and bowl people over, and and it works fantastically well. So these are the classes that are for healing for the order side. If you want to heal, these are the ones that you have. My favorite is, of course, the warrior priest. I mean, you see, I've got so many of them, but warrior priest, best healer for group, hands down. They have the most AOE's, uh, and you got a pretty significant range with them. Um, best burst heal, you got Rune Priest. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, I'm about to get. I got up this morning and worked out, and my ribs popped into place. Oh, it felt good. It hurt at the same time, but it felt really good. So now I'm dealing with that because they were out of place for so long. Now the rest of my body is really sore. But anyways, so group heal, burst heal, gives good single target and damaging, great survivability. And that's how, as far as healing goes, that's what you can look forward to as far as healing. So if you have any questions about which healer you want to be for the order, I don't have very many destruction. I just don't like the destruction side. Most of it, I hate their animation. You can see I don't cross around. Me and my wife did this video, and you see us. We got videos of this up. That's the reason why we did this, because somebody was like, hey, do some destruction characters. Okay, sorry about that. Friggin', we keep getting these phone calls, and they're from like Washington D.C. with listen to somebody going on about Clinton or Trump, or I don't give a damn about either one of them. I ain't voting this year. Anyways, this is not talking about politics. This is world. This is whoa. I was going to say this is World of Warhammer. That's World of Warhammer. We'll go with it. But these are my destruction characters. I know about. I had 2 docks when the game was live, so I do, and I have 2 docks here because it's mirrored to Warrior Priest. And it's pretty much the only class I can stand. I never played a Blackguard. I was watching some videos and I was like, you know what? The whole time I was live, I never created a Blackguard. So I rolled a Blackguard and got it to level 5, and then it was like I freaking hate order, or I hate destruction. And I stopped. And then I got Gazacle because I want to take the game. But anyways, all right, guys. There's some alarm going off in the background. I gotta go investigate that. But I will see you guys in the next video. Next, we're gonna go over DPS for the order side. Take care, guys.